Okay, well, on today's episode of sorry, I got a peanut stuck in my throat. We just got this bad boy in the mail. I don't even know they made them, but once again, malfunction junction. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. My speech impediment. But yeah, he got me hooked up with one of these. Told me about them. Got on the old interweb. I guess it's like a spool or mini spool or something like that. It just goes in the old differential and it locks it up. I was going to just weld the gears kind of like I'm used to. But I guess these ones, let's see if I can get the camera close enough. So, if you look up inside there, it's kind of impossible to get to those spider gears. I don't know why Toyota did that, but usually you just open it up, weld the gears, and boom, you're locked in. But not with this one. We'll have to put this spool in. So wish me luck, because I've never done it. I just removed two 17mm bolts there and two over here. I just got to take this one and this one off. That's like a 13. But I want to mark everything. I've never done this. I don't know if I need to or not. But I'm just going to mark where everything is so that I can get everything lined back up when it goes back together. And hopefully it goes smooth. So once again, wish me luck and let's get started. I just got to go get a couple tools. Okay, I think I got what I need. Got my paint marker. Got my 12mm. And let's see what we got here. Looks like it has a keeper that just keeps this from spinning. I'm sure it's to adjust the, I don't know what they call it, lash, backlash, or something like that on these gears. I don't know if I'll even need them anymore, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Come on, baby. Probably gonna blow up on my face. Let me go find another one. Okay, let's try that. Sure, I was supposed to take this one off first. It's 12mm, but I didn't. So if you're doing this, just take that 12mm bolt off first before you undo the 17. Come on, baby. Popped off nicely. That one popped off nicely. Once again, never done this, so bear with me. I think this should just pop right off because I don't need to adjust anything. But I could be wrong. Maybe I do gotta give it a little pow pow. Came right up. So that one on the left side. Got some socks with my sister's face on them. That was my Christmas gift. They're still out here. She just delivered them not too long ago. Line kind of got erased. Oh. 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 Try not to lose this stuff. So it looks like it has some bearings here. You can kind of see them. Guess I'll have to press them out. We'll see. I hope I don't ruin them because I don't have new ones. So I guess I could have YouTubed all this before I did it, but it wouldn't make a fun little video for you guys to watch, but we'll get it. All right, so we moved to a new table. And it has a couple keepers right here on these bolts that we're just gonna hurry and pound straight. Doesn't take much to bend them, just so we can get a socket on them. All right, that's all of them. Easy as that. Now you just gotta undo them. Don't know what size they are. Seems like they're just a 17 mil again. So we'll go ahead and zap those bad boys off. Well, I may have just got lucky because all I did was grab my pry bar and go underneath it right here. There's a groove on the inside of this bearing right here. Just got to go underneath that and pry up, and I've almost got it off. So we'll just go around it nice and slowly because I don't want it to pop off on me. It looks like it's working. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. It's off. Gonna have to spray these off pretty good here when I'm done. Got some parts cleaner over there. I can just spray on them. But hey, we got one off. Let's see if it works for the other side. But yeah, they have these grooves on the inside right here. That's how I was able to get it loose on that other one. Ow. This one looks like it might be a little tougher. So stand by on this one. I don't want you to get bored. Okay, I am back with a Band-Aid. Piece of wood right here. Which hopefully will keep it from tipping back and squishing my fingers again. Because that kind of hurt, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep prying like I have been. But instead of having my fingers under it, I'll have this piece of wood. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working it like that. We did it. Finally got those bearings off. So yeah, I'm guessing these I just gotta put in here when I'm gonna put it back in that one. I just gotta get that main gear off. Whatever they call it, ring and pinion, ring, yeah, ring gear. So we're gonna zap all these off. Wish me luck. Make sure I don't squeeze any more fingers. And I'm sure these are all torqued to a certain spec that we'll just guesstimate, I guess. I'll Google it later. It's easier to use an impact on this, by the way. That way you don't have to hold the whole thing very good, very tight. They'll just come right off. just like a lug nut. So I just put those in a line in the order I took them out. These things have like a little number in here. I just know that the one that has the number 2 in there is this first one, and then the letter D is the last one. The rest don't really have anything on there. So that's how I'm keeping track of where I took these little, oh, you can't see them in the camera, but where I took these little things out of. Because of those 2 little labels. So I did keep that in mind. Let's go find us a wrench for here. I think they're 9/16 or 14s. Seems like it'll work. Once again, starting on number 2, and we'll work our way this way. Well, there we have it, fellas, the finished product. Yeah, all I did, I guess I didn't even have to take the inside round of bolts, 14 millimeters. I guess those hold something inside there for the spider gears. We've just found out what it held. So yeah, we didn't even have to touch those. We just had to undo these ones with the clips on them. Yeah, and then the ring gear just came right out. I actually had to pound on it with this little rubber mallet, like one on each side, and it came right out. So that's how simple it is to do your, add a little spool into your rear end to lock it. So no need for a locker, no need for limited slip. And it was like 120, 130 bucks. It was super inexpensive. Yeah, and we'll be able to reuse these bearings, just throw them in there. And I guess that's it. I mean, it was super simple. I just got to bend these tabs back up. I kind of want to figure out a way to hold this and torque these. Because right now I just drove them in with my 17 millimeter impact wrench, and I have trust issues. So I'm just going to figure out the torque specs on the old Goog. Spray it off with some parts cleaner and throw the bearings back in and throw it back in the rear end. So I think that's all we got to do back here. But I'll well, we're just finishing up here. I just got these bearings pressed back in here. Pretty easy. Once again, I just used that mallet. I found a little piece of metal that I had laying back there that fit perfectly on the inside ring of these bearings. And like 2 little hammer pounds drove it right in. I may or may not have heated up a little bit with the propane torch on the inside ring, and it slid right in. So I didn't want to use the press, even though there's one right there. I'm just too lazy to set it up. But yeah, it worked out pretty slick. Now, I just got to try to figure out how to put all this back together without dropping it all. And then once it's all in there, I want to take parts cleaner and spray everything. I didn't want to have to do it like 6 times. So I hope it works out. Let's try this. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's not work. I don't have anything, so do this. So I'm just going to see what I want to see out of that. I don't really want too much clay, but we don't want enough clay either. So we want just right. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I got. We'll figure out adjusting it. I'll put it at the end. I just got to make a couple phone calls and we'll go from there. I think I got it, fellas. Hurry and show you. See if I can figure out this gimbal. So, yeah, let me get it off of the camera for that thing. So, right here, I put some paint down. You can kind of see it there. So, just adjusting, loosening and adjusting these. So I'd loosen these, adjust these, you know, tighter, looser. Until one, it spun freely. This, you know, when you turn the driveline thing, it turns freely. You can kind of see it turning there. And then on this one, I adjusted it so that most of my paint was getting worn off. You can't really see it on the video, but it's coming down to about, you know, 3/4 of the tooth, maybe a little more. So I put my paint down to make sure on both sides. You can kind of see it there. To make sure it was working like it should. I mean, I don't have, oh, there's some boogers there, sorry. I don't know what this gimbal's trying to do. Whoa. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, other than that, pretty easy peasy. It just took a minute loosening and tightening those little bolt things. Those 2 bolts, and then adjusting that nut. Now I'm just gonna put that 12mm set screw, or whatever you want to call it. Gonna put that bad boy on, and we'll be throwing it back in the truck.